Okay, good day, grade 8. So today we're going to discuss introduction to polynomials. So we're done with our lots of exponent. This time, we're going to discuss introduction to polynomials. Okay, so we have our objectives. So our objectives are differentiate a polynomial from an algebraic expression, define a polynomial, and last is we're going to classify degree of a polynomial and number of terms. So ito yung ating objectives for our topic. These are our objectives. So again, when we say algebraic expressions, it is any combination of one or more constants and variables along with at least one mathematical operation. So kailangan meron siya kahit isa man lang na mathematical operations. And it consists of one or more terms separated by plus or minus signs. So when we say terms, nagsiseparate sa kanya are the plus and the minus signs. So, what is constant? Since sinabi natin na ang algebraic expression is any combination of one or more constants and variables, what is constant? Again, when we say constant, any number or symbol representing one fixed value. So kapag number siya na meron siyang fixed value, then it is a constant. For example, we have here x plus 4. So, dun sa example natin, the constant is positive 4. In example number 2, 2x minus 3, what do you think is the constant? The constant is negative 3. So, yun yung constant natin. May fixed value siya. Now, how about variables? So, when we say variable, yun naman po yung letter or symbol that changes its value. So, any letter, again, or symbol that changes its value, then it is variable. In our example, m plus 4, what do you think is the variable? Okay, very good. So, the variable is m kasi siya yung letter. In second example, 4xy minus 7. So, the variable is x and y. So, dalawa yung variable natin dun sa second example. And that is x and y. So, this is just a review lang kung ano yung constant and so, when we say again algebraic expressions, meron din tayong tinatawag na coefficient. So, when we say coefficient, meron siya pa ring numerical coefficient or yung tinatawag nating number part and the literal coefficient o yung letter part with exponents. So, kapag coefficient, a combination of numerical and literal coefficient. So, pagka-combination, pwede natin considered as coefficient. So, kasi pag number lang, it is constant. Hindi siya pwedeng coefficient. Okay, example number 1, we have here 8x. So, what do you think is the numerical coefficient here? So, the numerical coefficient in our first example is positive 8. And the literal coefficient is okay, so our literal coefficient is x. How about our second example? 7xy. So the numerical coefficient is positive 7 and the literal coefficient is xy. So, yun yung letter part ng ating second example. In our third example, you have here 5ab squared. So, again, the numerical is positive 5 and the letter part or the literal coefficient is AB squared. So, sabi natin, when we say literal coefficient, letter part with exponent. So, kasama si exponent ni letter B. Again, so, ulitin ko ha, when we say numerical coefficient, that's the number part. And if we say literal coefficient, it is the letter part with exponents. Now, ano naman si leading coefficient? So, when we say leading coefficient, from the word leading, parang siya yung nasa unahan, siya yung nangunguna. And that is our leading coefficient. Pero dapat, bago natin makuha si leading coefficient, nakaayos yung ating algebraic expressions. Dapat in descending order siya, no? So, naka-standard form. So, here, we have 8ab squared plus 2ab minus 9. What do you think is the leading coefficient from the word leading? Okay, so the leading coefficient here is positive 8. Okay, and number 2, 2x cubed plus 8x squared minus 18x. So the leading coefficient naman natin in our second example is positive 2. So if it is positive, you must write the positive number or the positive leading coefficient. Now, in number 3, you have there negative 4xy plus 7. So, the leading coefficient is what? Okay, so the leading coefficient is negative 4. So, kapag may negative sign yung ating leading coefficient, you have to include also yung sign ni leading coefficient. Okay, next. So, in 5xy squared minus 3xy plus 7. So, look at this algebraic expression. Here, we're going to we're going to identify kung alin si constant, alin dun si variables, alin dito si numerical coefficients, sa literal coefficients, alin ang leading term natin, ang leading coefficients, and the number of terms. From our example, what do you think is the constant? 5xy squared minus 3xy plus 7. The constant is, okay, very good. The constant is positive 7. And how about the variables? Sabi natin yung variables are the letters. So, we have x and y. So, may nakikita ba kayong ibang letter? Wala. So, we only have x and y na ating variables. Numerical coefficients. So, tignan natin yung combination ng letters and numbers. So, that will be considered as coefficient. Now, alin naman doon si numerical coefficient? So, we have positive 5 and negative 3. Okay, very good. And the literal coefficient is xy squared and also xy ni positive 3. Dahil ano po ulit ang literal coefficients? Ang literal coefficients is the letters with the or the letter part with the exponent. Now, in our algebraic expression, what do you think is the leading term? Okay, pag sinabi nating term, ibig sabihin yung kabuuan. So, ano yung pinaka-leading term natin? Yung pinakabuong term. So, that is 5xy squared. So, that is our leading term. So, kapag hiningi ko si leading coefficient, that will be the time that you're going to give me the positive 5. So, yun yung leading coefficient ng ating leading term. And last is the number of terms. Ano kaya sa tingin nyo, ilan ang ating number of terms sa ating example? Sabi natin, when we say number of terms, it's separated ng plus at, the plus and the minus sign. So, let's count. So, we have here 1, 2, and 3. So, the number of terms is 3. So, eto ulit ha. Constant is positive 7. The variables are x and y. Numerical coefficient natin is 5 and negative 3. The literal coefficients naman is xy squared and xy. The leading term is positive 5xy squared. At ang leading coefficient, syempre, kukunin natin kung ano yung leading term natin. Doon na yung pinaka-leading coefficient natin. Baka mamaya kung saan pa kayo kumuha ng leading coefficient. So, therefore, we have here positive 5. And the number of terms, 1, 2, 3. So, we have 3 number of terms. Okay, these are sets of algebraic expressions. So, I gave you sets of algebraic expressions. Lahat to ay algebraic expressions. Pero, meron tayong tinatawag na special kind ng algebraic expressions. So, yung special kinds of algebraic expressions natin, ang tawag natin doon ay polynomials. So, here, we have 5 polynomials. We have x squared minus 4y, 2/3 or 2 over 3xy, square root of 5, ab minus 3, 8x over 3, and m over 7. So these are polynomials. So the rest, we have here the 2x raised to negative 3 plus 7, 2x over y, what else? Square root of x plus 1, m plus n over m minus n, and last is m raised to 1/4 minus 6 are not polynomials. So, hindi lahat ng algebraic expressions are considered as polynomials. So, some of them ay hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na polynomials. Eh ma'am, ano po ba yung polynomials? Okay. So, when we say polynomials, eto po yung pinaka-meaning natin. But first, pagsamasamahin natin yung not a polynomial and a polynomial para makita nyo yung difference ng dalawa. So when we say polynomial, it is a special kind of expression where each term is a constant, a variable, or a product of constants and variables. Parang the same lang ng meaning ng algebraic expressions natin. Thus, an algebraic expression is not a polynomial if, okay, so hindi siya polynomial kung when the variable is in the denominator. So kapag may variable sa denominator, hindi siya polynomial. Okay, observe this one, 2x over y. So yung variable niya nasa denominator. Meron pa ba? Yes, the m minus n dun sa example natin na isa, nasa denominator. Unlike dito sa mga polynomials natin, yung mga denominator niya ay numbers. Ma'am, how about this one? 2/3 xy. Yung xy niya is not in the denominator. Siya ay nakabukod siya. So, you're going to multiply 2/3 kay xy. So, this is different from this one, na 2x over y. So, if you have a variable in the denominator, it is not a polynomial. Again, meron pa? Yes, when the exponent is not a whole number. So kapag ang exponent is not a whole number, like our example here, m raised to 1/4 minus 6 and 2x raised to negative 3 plus 7, it is not considered as a whole number, therefore it is not a polynomial. And last is when the variable is under a radical sign. So anong tawag natin dito sa square root of x plus 1? This is a radical sign. So kapag may variable ka sa radical sign, it is not a polynomial. Ma'am, how about the example naman po dun sa polynomial nyo? Okay, observe our example ha. Tignan mabuti. Yung dito is square root of 5, ab minus 3, si 5 lang ang nasa iloob ni radical sign. So, siya lang yung naka-square root of 5, while AB ay nasa labas ni radical sign. Kaya yung example natin dito na square root of x plus 1, si variable ay nasa radical sign. Therefore, it is not a polynomial. So, pag may tanong, PM ulit si Ma'am Malu para mas mabigay natin yung dun sa tanong nyo. Now, let's proceed to term. Ano naman po kaya yung number of terms na tinatawag? Leading term and constant term. But first, let's define term. So, a term is a constant, a variable, or a product of constant and variables separated by plus or minus sign. So, dun natin mabibilang kung ilan yung term na dun sa polynomial natin kapag na-separate na siya ng plus and minus. Okay, observe, look at example number 1, sorry. 9mn squared minus 5mn plus 8. So, let's try to separate our examples. So, ayan na. So, sineseparate natin para mas madali nating nabibilang kung ilan yung number of terms. Okay, let's proceed again to number 1. How many number of terms? We have 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have first, second, and third term. So we have number of terms na ilan po ulit? Tatlo. And the leading term, yung nasa pinakaunahan natin, is 9mn squared. And what do you think is the constant? Yung fixed value. Okay. So we have here positive 8. Okay, second example, number of terms, 1, 2. So we have 2 terms. 1 and 2. So, ano yung nag-separate sa kanila? Yung plus sign. And the leading term is negative 3xy. Tulad ng sabi ni Mama Lu, huwag kakalimutan kung merong negative sign yung ating leading term kasi hindi siya operation. It is a sign ng ating leading term. And what do you think is the constant? Okay, very good. The constant here is positive 1. Okay, how about our third example? How many number of terms do you think we have in 7xy? Okay, since may nakita ba kayong plus sign? May nakita ba kayong minus sign? Wala. So, ibig sabihin, iisa lang yung term natin. So, we have 1 as our number of terms. So, since isa lang siya, syempre, siya na rin yung ating leading term. Meron kaya siyang constant? Okay. So, wala siyang constant. So, 0 yung ilalagay natin sa constant term. Okay, our fourth example. 2ab cubed plus 5ab squared minus 4ab minus 12. Okay, kung papansin ninyo, nakaayos na yung ating mga polynomials. So, mabibilang natin yung number of terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, in our fourth example, we have 4 as our number of terms. At ang leading term natin is positive 2ab cubed. And what do you think is our constant? Okay, our constant is negative 12. Okay, any question? Okay, our last example, we have negative 18m squared minus 6m plus 9. How many terms do we have here? 1, 2, 3, correct. So we have 3 as our number of terms, and negative 18m squared is our leading term, and our constant is positive 9. Malinaw ba ang ating term? Ang ating polynomial, ang ating leading term, and ang ating constant term. So, pag may tanong, just PM Ma'am Malu. Or, pag nag-discuss na tayo ulit, you can ask questions naman. You can ask how many, what do you call this? Ay, gaano pa kadami yung tanong para mas madali ninyo mauunawaan. Wag lang may Okay, aside from term, meron tayong tinatawag na classification of polynomials. So, when we say classification of polynomials, there are special names for polynomials according dun sa number of terms. 'Di ba sa number of terms natin kanina may 1, may 2, may 3. So, meron pala siyang names of polynomials. So, first is monomial. So, when we say mono, meal, sorry, as one term. So, from the word mono kasi. So, ibig sabihin, one lang siya. So, meron lang siyang one term. So, look at the examples. 8ab squared, 5m, 12xy, negative 7m squared n, and positive 18. These are examples of monomial. So, isang term lang siya. Isa lang. Dito, isa lang din. Wala siyang kasama. Dito, isa lang din. Isa and isa. So, we have monomial if it is one term. And binomial kapag two terms. Paano natin masasabi if it is binomial? Kapag dalawa yung term natin. Look at this example. 8ab squared plus 3. So, 1, 2 terms. 5m minus 8. So, 1 and 2 again. And 10x minus 7, we have 1 and 2. So, separate natin. Plus, minus, minus. Diba? Sabi natin kanina, yung plus and minus sign ang nagse-separate para mabilang natin kung ilan yung terms. So, this one, we have 2 terms. So, kapag dalawa yung terms natin, we called it binomial. And how about trinomial? So, from tri, ang ating prefix. So, pag trinomial, 3 terms siya. So, this is our example. Negative 5xy squared plus 6xy plus 8. 3 terms to. 1, 2, 3. Separated by plus signs. And our second example, 4a squared b squared minus 8ab plus 21. So, 1, 2, 3 din yung terms natin. Anong tawag natin sa kanya? Trinomial. So, nag-separate to ng minus and plus sign. Kaya nabilang, mas madali nating nabibilang. So again, we have monomial, binomial, and trinomial. Meron pa kaya, paano po kapag lumagpas ng tatlo? So we call it a multinomial, or sometimes we call it polynomials na. So multinomial has 4 or more terms. Sometimes we called it polynomials. Tama rin naman a multinomial or a polynomials kasi mas higit pa siya sa tatlo, apat, at mas marami pang terms. We call it multinomial. Let's separate this one. Plus, minus, and plus. How many terms do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So our example, x cubed y squared plus 7x squared y squared minus 2xy plus 17 is an example of multinomial. So again, the classifications of polynomials, we have monomial, one term, binomial has two terms, trinomial has three terms, multinomial has four or more terms. So those are the classification of polynomials. Now, what is a degree of a polynomials naman? So the degree of a polynomial with one variable is the value of the largest exponent of the variable that appears in any term. So malalaman daw natin yung degree ng polynomial ng isang variable dun sa may pinakamalaking exponent na mag-a-appear dun sa term natin. Look at this example. Negative 2a cubed plus 3a minus 2a plus 5. Okay. So, ano kaya yung may pinakamalaking exponent? Okay. So, 3. Yung A niya, dito kasi, meron tayong pwedeng ah, pag minusin dito kasi may like term. So, next time natin yan ha. Babibigay ko yung example na ulit na to. Pero, kunin natin yung mga exponent ng ating mga variable. Kay first term natin, we have here 3 is the largest exponent. So, negative 2a cubed. Eto, ano ba exponent nito? 1. 1. So, the degree of this example is third degree. So, yun yung paano pagkuha ng degree ha, kapag nagbigay ako ng example. Okay, kunyari, example number 2. You have here 19x cubed y squared plus 7x squared y squared minus 2xy plus 17. O ma'am, paano po ito? Okay, we have here two variables. Okay, sadali lang ha, parang naano tayo. So, paano po pag the degree of a polynomial with two or more variables is the highest degree for a term with non-zero coefficient? Paano to naging fifth degree? Kasi dito sa x and y, pinag-add natin si 3 and 2. So, meron kang 5. Dito sa second term, 2 plus yung exponent ni y na 2 is 4. At dito kay negative 2xy, parehas may 1. So, x raised to 1, y raised to 1. Pag pinag-add natin siya, 2 yung total. So, ano yung may pinakamalaking degree o the highest degree of a term pag pinagsama natin? Etong 3x cubed and y squared. Kaya ang degree ng ating example is 5th degree. So, napasama po, no? Dapat dito yan eh. Okay. So, pag degree for a term, yung highest niya o yung sum of the powers, dapat na-add natin to. Okay. So, in 18m cubed n cubed plus 6m cubed n squared minus 4m squared n minus 5. So, look at this example. Sabi natin, kapag dalawa na yung variables, ina-add natin yung exponent. So, yung exponent ni m3 plus exponent ni n is 3 also. So, we have here 6 dun sa unang term. Sa pangalawang term, we have 5 yung total ng sum ng mga powers. And total na, sampa na. And dun sa ating third is we have 3 as our sum of the powers. So what do you think is the highest degree? So the highest degree here is, okay, so 3 and 3 inad, 3 plus 2 is 5, 2 plus 1 is 3. So the highest one is the 6th degree. So the answer here is 6th degree kasi ito 2 Tsaka yung n niya may 1, 3 lang. This one is 5 lang. So the highest is 6 degree. And our last example, 9m raised to 4 n cubed minus 8m squared n minus 5n cubed minus 3. So again, we're going to get the sum of the powers. So what is 4 plus 3? 7. This one, 2 and 1 is 3. This one naman ay 3 lang. So, parehas tong 3 and the highest degree that we have is, this is 7. So, the answer here is 7 degree. O, again, sa pag-degree of polynomials lang, we're just going to get the highest exponent or the largest exponent kapag isa lang yung variable. At kapag dalawa yung variable, we're just going to get the sum of the powers or the sum of the exponent nung term. Okay. So, sorry. Test yourself. Naiba na yung ano natin. So, you're going to answer 1. Okay, write each polynomial in descending order. Find the degree and decide whether it is a monomial, binomial, trinomial, or multinomial. So you're going to answer these on your math notebooks. Gumawa. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15. So we have 15 items. So last time, marami yung iba na hindi nakagawa. So walang reason para hindi magawa ang ating test yourself. Answer this on your math notebook. We will check it. Then, record naman din yun. I-record natin yun. So, today, I'm going to say thank you very much, grade 8. Sana naunawaan yung mabuti ang ating introduction to polynomials. So, again, thank you very much. Pero before that, please subscribe, like, and share sa ating YouTube channel. So, that's all for today, grade 8. Good day and God bless everyone. Thank you.